Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. How you doing? How you feeling? How you doing? How you feeling? It's all right? You feel all right? You feeling good? All right. I'm happy to see you. If you see the title of this message, it's true. It might even change a little bit depending on the reading. But my intention for this reading is to give you Aries messages. Because the card selections will be cards. This is a blank card that I have. It says, "Happy birthday to you." It's a happy birthday blank. Oh no, it says wishing you a wonderful birthday, balloons, and so you might be feeling that. Pile 1, and this is pile 2. Thinking of you. It's got some leaves on it, and this is a blank card. So these will be my intention. You just saw the pile 1 birthday card, but at this time I would like to let you know I'm Deanna. I am a mindset leader. I am interested a lot in astrology and human design, and really just keeping you in a mindset that works for you and not for you. So yeah, being your own friend keeps coming up. Living by your values. I know that is a personal thing. Do you have Aries goals? I always set intentions with each season. Even with the moons, being very intentional keeps your direction, your compass focused on the things that work for you. And that is something that I would love to help in the world. Lunar eclipse. Did we just, no, we had a solar eclipse, right? So the next one will be lunar eclipse, Cancer, I feel. So, Aries season, what messages do you have for us, Aries season? And what am I picking up on already? Breath work for sure. Using breath work, being calm, very mindful. Think about what you are feeling mentally, physically, and emotionally. What do you notice in this moment? Get in touch with yourself and reflect on each aspect of your well-being. Take as much time as you need. What is a small step you can take today to nurture one of these areas? Consider setting a timer for 10 minutes to journal about this following prompt. How can you attend to your body, mind, or spirit over the next month? Over Aries season, I make conscious decisions to nourish myself. I make conscious decisions to nourish myself. Happy birthday to you. And the spring equinox is like a birthday, or people are like, it's the real new year, it's the astrological new year. Happy birthday. Maybe your birthday is in Aries season. Shout out to all the Aries birthdays, or even someone that has a birthday in March or April. Happy birthday early to you. Maybe it's when you watch this. I make conscious choices to nourish myself. Definitely drinking more water, especially because I know that the sun being out more has been like really lighting up that thing within me. And you also got security, creating security. You got the Tree of Life deck, but you have Treehouse. But when it's reversed, it's more like abusing nature, childish pranks, or just making to-dos. And then summer is also reversed, which was saying stuff about being burnt out and lack of discipline, selfishness, inactivity, laziness. So that's kind of like when it's in reverse, it's kind of the opposite of those things are happening. So if security is a treehouse upright, then maybe you're failing to create a solid plan to follow. You're not being conscious with your choices to be in a relationship with yourself. It's funny that I say that because I'm currently thinking on and scripting a video about being in a relationship with yourself. Even if you're in a relationship with a partner, you are still always in a relationship with yourself. How do you talk to yourself? How do you nourish yourself? How do you stay aligned with your goals? Not just have goals, not just constantly work toward them, but how do you do it in a loving, nourishing, aware, present way? Being aware of yourself, being present on how you feel. Cancer, I feel, is reversed. And it kind of reminds me of how the sign is a mirror of itself. It kind of reminds me of a 6, and it also reminds me of a 9. And it just reminds me of how it reminds me of a circle and affinity, or being in union with people. Also, lunar eclipse is got changed. Lunar eclipse changed. Let me look at both of those. I keep saying solar eclipse. That's about resolution, but we just had a solar eclipse. That's probably why that keeps coming to mind. Lunar eclipse takes place when the earth is directly aligned between the sun and the moon. A shadowy time of disorder. That kind of reminds me of the treehouse reverse. You're in disarray or disorder because you don't have. This card kind of has like the moon phases, so alignment. You're not in alignment with nourishing yourself and talking to yourself in a good way. You don't feel like maybe you need to celebrate yourself more. I just got that. Celebrate yourself more. Talk to yourself in a more positive way. I know being more authentic with my actual feelings has been coming up for me personally. How do I feel? Because me trying to be delightful to you all the time takes away from my authenticity when I'm trying to push away negative, sadness, anger, frustration. When I push away from lower vibrations, it almost makes me unauthentic, because being real with my feelings doesn't mean that I'm being negative. It means that I'm telling myself the truth. It's staying in the state of constantly being a negative person that I don't want to be. So do more of what nourishes you and setting conscious time for that. Maybe setting timers to do breath work. Maybe setting timers to do, like, not even follow a person on doing yoga. Maybe just doing authentic stretches that your body is calling you to do. Sitting, you don't have to sit under a tree and say, just taking a walk and like keeping your mind in the present moment. What colors do I see? I do a lot of color walks. Like, sometimes when I can't pick one solid color that I want to look for, I just go through the rainbow. I do red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and I start over. And as I do it, I'm like, okay, I just saw that red thing and it reminded me to make my roots strong. I just saw that orange thing and it reminded me to be more creative. I saw that yellow thing and it made me think about my bright, shiny, sunny light, the sun within me, the solar plexus within me. Enlightenment, sudden awareness. This card also indicates cycles, and whatever seems lost at this time, you can be assured that it will return to you, perhaps in a different form, but most certainly better. 5 of Cups. 5 is change. Cups is emotion. So this lunar eclipse, I feel nourished. All these things are reminding me of water. In the summertime, it's hot. You need to drink more water. All the time, water is going to help you. It don't matter if it's winter, summer, fall. Water is always going to help nourish you and keep your organs fresh, keep your skin fresh, keep yourself hydrated for sure. Keep your eyes on the prize. Know what your plans are. So that is good. Let me give you a couple messages from this Cancer. I feel Cancer is cardinal, so it's starting. Oh, I got the summer card, and Cancer is technically the sign of summer, because if you think about it, Aries, Taurus, Gemini is the first, or spring, and then summer would start with Cancer. Cancer, Leo, Virgo, is the summer, astrological summer signs, and this is also cardinal energy. Cardinal reminds me of Aries, because Aries is the first cardinal sign. Cardinal energy reminds me of go for it. Like, just do it. I'm starting the season off. I'm fresh. I just got out of that mutable energy and I'm rebirthed into something new, and I'm about to just try this stuff. So, yeah, getting out of those stuck mindsets. This reverse, the Cancer, I feel being reversed, along with the summer being reversed, and they are allowed to think. Make sure that you're making your plans solid and that you're in a good relationship with yourself, and making sure that that relationship is you encouraging yourself with love. Like, I know I watched a podcast and it said that I get myself out of bed like, do it now, da, 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 da. And yeah, it works in the short term, but in the long term, it kind of feeds into negative self-talk. So it's like, I'm this type of person. I'm a person that goes to sleep on time. I'm the type of person that wakes up early. I'm the type of person that drinks a lot of water. I'm the type of person that stops and takes a breath when my heart starts beating fast. I'm a person that is always in alignment with myself. You figure out what affirmations empower you instead of weigh you down. Weighed down energy. That made me think of something, but it was more of a personal thing. So Cancer is June 21st through July 22nd. Your feelings are your God, the soul to your temple. Your body is your temple, and your soul reminds me of solar plexus. Make sure the sun within you is ripe and full. Rely upon the wisdom of what you feel right now. Cancers are mysterious and alluring, just like their ruler, the moon. They have deep feelings not easily seen, like the deepest part of the ocean, where there is great power. Cancers are reclusive and they tend to hide their feelings and their moods. They're emotionally vulnerable and easy wounded. They can be downright touchy, and when they feel abused, Cancers can come across crabby and harsh. Didn't another one of the cards, I think Treehouse Reverse, said abused? The sign of the mother. They're overprotective of their offspring sometimes. Like to take control. So it's like an extension of your mother. Right now, your moods may be changeable, just like the moon's phases throughout the month, and you may want to hide and withdraw from hurt and pain. Perhaps this hurt and pain is real or imagined, but in this solitude, you will build greater strength to face whatever it is that holds you back. Whatever it is that holds you back. And of course, it's associated with the moon card in tarot. So yeah, nurturing those authentic phases that are within you, loving yourself. I feel the changes that come up If there's a new phase in your life that's coming up, allow it to take you to the best place. Releasing control has been coming up. So somebody said, hands off the wheel, and it kind of made me a little bit uncomfortable. But now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I get what they were getting at. Speaking up, really speaking on your feelings, whether that be out loud or to yourself. If you aren't comfortable speaking up out loud, then make sure you're speaking up to yourself. If you're writing it, say it in a voice note. However you get your feelings out best, definitely do that. Talk to somebody that you trust, making sure that you're forgiving your soul. And miracles are here too. Miracles, it seems like, yeah, it's in the high priestess. So your crown, how you sit up in your authority. I see miracles. You are a miracle. Honestly, the way your body works, the way your mind works, all these automatic systems inside of us are really amazing miracle things. Your cup runneth over. There's water in this. I'm wondering now, is she a water? Is she associated with water? I always feel like somebody's watching me. I feel like she is water, because the cups of water behind the bush. So earth, grounded in these miracles. My life is full of miracles. Believe what you want to have out. The world you want for your believe in the world. Believe you deserve to be, do, and have the world you want. You can have your true self. Do what awakens your soul and have your desires. This is life's miracles. You have to allow the miracles to present themselves to you. Don't be in a constant state of being against yourself. I forgive and free myself, and I forgive and free others. Who do you need to forgive and let go? That reminds me of the Cancer feelings too. Speak up. Look for the miracles around you and believe that they are for you. Have soul forgiveness. Forgive people for yourself. You don't have to forgive people for them. You forgive yourself for you. All right, I'm going to move into pile 2. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. If this video resonated, definitely leave me a tree. Leave me a tree in the comment. Leave the moon in the comments, yes, or a wave of water for all those emotions. Bye, pile 1. Okay, this was pile 2. Thinking of you. Oh no. I've been thinking about you. Oh no. What is that? Legend? I don't know. It'll be in the description box. But hey, how you doing? How you feeling? Get you some Aries messages. I love to set my intentions with. You got the Aries card, so this season is going to be very, very aligned. You might really feel that energy, I've been thinking about you. The people from your past may be coming up. We're definitely in retrograde season, so friends. Man, I had to remind myself that friends are also past situations. It isn't just limited to past lovers. Friends could come up at this time that you haven't really talked to in a while, or just past situations. Maybe you're thinking about an old job that just came to mind. Maybe an old job that you had, or maybe you're Thinking about a past position that you used to work in at your job that may come up. Not speaking up came up again. Seasons remind me of the thresholds. The thresholds, your doors and your windows and all that, those are portals. So definitely doing some spring cleaning. It's definitely 'tis the season to be cleaning. Spring cleaning. I keep hearing this certain alarm that my phone used to have. It was a beautiful day. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba da da da. It's a beautiful day. Sorry, I had to do the whole thing. Nourish yourself. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you are drinking water. What is Aries associated with in tarot? In tarot, I turned right to it. Aries, I guess I'm just a natural warrior. The Ace of Wands, like a gift of action from the Most High. You can take it. Number ones are go. The first house also too. So it would be the one of action, the one of force, the one of go get it. Let's get it. This card is a period where you feel forceful and headstrong. You can forge in the direction or path you have envisioned and energy to do so, and you have the energy to do so at this time. Be responsible and disciplined in all your actions. You will want to get things started and forge ahead. Do not buckle under the drama or trivial of others. Aries is a warrior sign. That means always on defense or ready for action. The Aries style of relating is that catalyst for force, not of peacemaking. They're interested in sports, and a number of Arian have a fascination with weapons. When this card turns up, expect things to move fast. There is no time to take it step by step. It will be all a mad jump. It will be a time of testing your will. That's funny because it did come in reverse. And water sensing came out too. So it's like it's giving me a really balancing energy now that I'm feeling and sitting and breathing into this energy. Yeah, the energy might tell you to go, but be authentic to yourself. Really take time to sense what the flow is. There will be times where you have to take powerful action fast, but there will also be time where you need to take it slow. Find your flow. You'll just know where to go. That is my loving saying that came up. I had a channel message with that. Take it slow. Find your flow. You'll just know where to go. Let's see. Water sensing. So maybe you're a Gemini, Aquarius, or where the air? Is Libra air? Just kidding. I wasn't kidding. I forgot a little bit. But yeah, water sensing is the water element. Keep it hydrated, y'all. Hydration is really, really important right now. Mindful of the seasons, your thresholds. So purple, blue, orange, red, blue. It ain't one chakra. It's balancing them. Going from the bottom to the top. Going from the bottom to the top. And really checking in with each one of those. I make time for me. Putting yourself first. This whole Aries season, maybe that will be a little bit in the title too. The Aries season, thinking of you, this reminds me of the people around you. Maybe they're thinking about you. Maybe they would love to send you a little note to remind you that I loved you. This was great what we had, but it's common to feel guilty about taking time for yourself. When people depend on you, it's common to feel guilty about taking time for yourself when people depend on you. However, creating space for time, creating space and time for yourself is necessary for your well being and happiness, as well as your ability to care for others. Consider how much time you would like to dedicate yourself on a weekly basis. If you could do anything you wanted this week, what would you do? Commit yourself, commit to giving yourself that time. Your future will thank you. That's funny. It says that if you could do anything you want, what would you do this week? Commit to giving yourself that time. I make time for me. I heard someone say that they were having a certain type of week. They were saying that they're having it's kind of like Spirit Week when you're going to school, like when you're in high school and middle school, you have Spirit Week. Well, I started having my own personal ones. Yeah, I was like, this is my success week. So all that week, I kept in my mind success, success, success. How do I align with success? How, and that's funny, maybe looking at your human design and seeing what your signature is. For projectors, your signature is success. So definitely look at the things that make you feel successful and do that. And things that make you feel bitter, do less of that, because that is not aligned with your authentic self. What is that bitterness teaching you? You getting bird messages like I am right now? A bird was just saying something. I make time for me, setting out a week. So maybe being intentional with a set of time. Maybe for 3 days I'm gonna drink a lot of water. For every morning I'm gonna read 10 pages out of a book. These are things that I've been thinking about and trying to apply in my own personal life. Speaking up came up in the last reading, so maybe check that reading out for, or pile one, I should say. You know, seasons and grounding are reversed. So this kind of speaks to me and says that spring cleaning maybe need to be important to you. Getting those thresholds cleaned, like maybe you're already a really clean person, but maybe you needed this reminder right now of doing your baseboards, doing your walls, because your walls hold in your energy too. I got that from Big Taj. I need to start shouting out the people that I'm getting information from. But Big Taj will be posting a video about spring cleaning and spring equinox. So making sure you're getting your door frames and cleaning your windows and your walls, cleaning out trash cans, bringing in this fresh energy. And I was watching a reading on TikTok and he said Taurus, Virgo, Libra moons are going to make sure that their environment is aesthetically pleasing because they nurture themselves with their environment has to be nurturing to them. And I really loved that message. I really needed to hear that message. You feel me? Then you ain't listening. Would you hear me? Then you know what I mean. Stay in your lane. Stay in your loving lane because actions are definitely, action is on your side, but also taking time to sense what is coming in. I just thought about my third eye. My third eye came to my mind. Nourishing all your chakras. I did say all the chakras are showing up. So Don't just rush to get here. We should be balancing to be here, because if you're too high up in here, you have too many of these spiritual things, and you're always so heavily identified in the spiritual, then you're having trouble being grounded. You're not rooted to anything. You don't have those basic those baselines together. And even though these are the lower frequencies, you have to keep them together. You have to keep your whole. Making time for yourself means making sure that all of your chakras are aligned and of success and feeling whole. Speaking up for yourself, this picture, I don't know if you can see, but in the back behind her are like fists, so definitely reminding me of your power. There are some shells here. There's some leaves. I see milk is spilled, so no use crying over spilled milk. She ain't even worried about that. She's standing in her authenticity and her power. So they may be thinking about you. But you need to worry about what self-love means to you and make time for that. Tree stump is, it kind of tells you the age, the old ways and the new ways together. You don't want to do everything like they do in the old ways, but there are certain things that everything stems from the old, everything stems from the past, but you make them a new and fresh idea. What does tree stump reminds me like gives you your age, because you can cut to the middle of a tree and you can see what the age of the tree is. Tree stump. I'm listening to maybe humming is coming up. Humming can be actually very spiritual. What's the next one? Pride in the old ways, wisdom, experience, ancient knowing, facing the inevitable, loss of stature, that feeling of pride. What you thought was permanent has proved to be opposite, a worldwide view being shattered. The tree stump can also ask you to count the many rings on the tree stump and see that you have learned much, and those who came before you have passed down what they knew. For each ring represents another stage of growth over generations of time. Each ring reminds you that you are experienced and have come a long way. If you have incurred a loss of pride, allow yourself to rest and reflect on what you heard, and felt leading up to this point. Give yourself credit and look up. There's an open sky above, and all good things are possible. That was a perfect message for that. And then you got elder too. So that was just talking about ancient ways. And then you have the elder card. So that reminds me of wisdom too. What you have been taught, your experience. Wisdom is growing within you. The ancient and internal aspect of self, silence, watchful knowing. The ancients are warning you when you go astray. They will gently nudge you back to safety or smack you hard. Either way, this card knows the role of senior membership to reinforce the young ones of sharing knowledge. These two coming out together is really, really good. Even if it doesn't resonate right now, this card is saying eventually you will always, your ancestors, whether you ignore the call or not, they're still within you. You still getting things hand down. And I heard another message that said, don't just keep focusing on the negative things. Your family didn't just give you diabetes, cancer, and dis-ease. They also gave you power, work hard ethics. They taught you ways that you want to be or don't want to be. You get a lot from your ancestors, and you don't have to just think of the negative things that you get from them. There are things to be proud of with anybody that was in your life. It's all your perspective and the way you look at them. Water sensing, water element sensing. I make time for myself, speaking up, honoring the seasons, and grounding yourself. This has been an Aries message. On that note, I will go ahead and leave you with that to think about. Definitely make time for yourself, whether you set weekly times, maybe 3 days, whatever. Just make sure you're being more intentional with loving and supporting and caring for yourself. If you watch this whole message, I would love for you to drop some Aries symbols in the cards. Maybe do a rainbow for all the chakras. That would be really cool too. At this time, I'd like for you to like, comment, and subscribe. If you love this video, share this with someone that might need an Aries message. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.